Green Day there. When September ends, wake me up, 9:45 on the Morning Crew. Hopefully you're awake right now. If not, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. And speaking of missing out on things, you're not going to want to miss out on the 80th Annual Jackson Apple Festival getting underway officially tomorrow here on the streets of downtown Jackson. Let me switch my camera there so you can actually see the people in the studio with me. There we go. I got Chris and Brandon joining me. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Morning, man. Thanks for having us.
So for those that might not know who you are, and I don't even know how that's possible, go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell us exactly what you guys do with the Apple Festival.
Brandon Davis. I'm the president of the Apple Festival this year, the 80th Apple Festival.
And Chris O'Boyle, and I'm his vice, and I think we pretty much do a lot of things.
I was going to say pretty much everything, don't you?
Yeah.
That's why I said we were talking about next week. You were talking about that we're going to be giving away Bengals tickets here, and I told you it's next week's game. And I said, but it's probably when you're still going to be sleeping, trying to recover from this week's. First off, thank you guys for bringing it back. I know it's not just you, it's the entire Jaffe crew. And, a lot of people, we were all disappointed last year when it didn't happen, but we're back this year better than ever for the 80th Annual Festival. What can we expect?
Oh, you're going to expect a lot of the same Apple Festival. Just maybe the few things that are different. We got a new ride company coming this year that we're excited about. A lot of the rides look fun, exciting. Sometimes change can be a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, that's one thing I was joking in the back here just a few minutes ago. We've always had one of the rides right outside the studios here, and this year it's a scrambler. And I said, that's what I call the classic spin and spew right there.
Absolutely.
And I said, the problem is, it's almost close enough to the building that if it gets going too fast, we're liable to have something on the wall before it's all said and done with. But new ride company, Big O Amusements, and I've seen some of their rides setting up. And of course, really won't completely come to life until tomorrow. But a lot of your favorite booths are back, and different, maybe a few people, different places, a couple different groups are taking over some things this year, but still all the favorites that you can expect. So.
Absolutely. Like you said, we got a couple new booths. World Outreach took over the Rotary booth. The Rotary just wasn't able to man it this year. And then Buckeye Hills came aboard, their culinary school, to take over the old Lions booth. And the one good thing the one new thing that they're going to do is they're going to set up a tent across from the booth for people to sit down and eat with tables and chairs.
Nice. That'll be real nice.
I mean, that's the biggest complaint you always hear about the Apple Festival. There's nowhere to sit and eat.
Yeah, but we want to let everybody know, just so they don't panic. There are pizza rolls.
Yeah, I heard somebody say, is there going to be pizza rolls? And is there going to be mushrooms? I've heard, so.
Yes, we were just upstairs, and I was like, it's apple butter and pizza rolls at the Apple Festival.
Yes.
Those two things, and then mushrooms, too.
Yeah, the mushrooms.
So, yeah.
And I heard a couple people say, well, I actually saw a post online this week. Well, if the Lions Club's not going to have their booth, how am I going to get my veal this year? And I was like, nope, the veals are going to be there.
They're going to be there.
So, and then of course, I just noticed we got a brand new barbecue spot outside right in front of our studios. And so you got some new ones coming in as well. And,
right. There are a lot of new exciting things that are happening this year, but all in all, none of this is possible without all the help and the Jaffe members, the organization. I mean, it's not a one-man thing. Right. It's not a two-man person. It's a whole group, and it's a year's worth of planning to put this thing on, and I appreciate everybody's help.
Yep. And this year it's been we always rely on the community. I mean, we might be the guys up in the red shirt putting it all together, but the community is always there. We couldn't do none of this without our sponsoring community, but especially this year because with what's been going on in the last year, it took us last year when we thought we were going to possibly still have the festival. We worked hand in hand with the local health department and make sure that we can do everything to make everything safe uptown.
And of course, and I'm assuming that they're a part of it again this year to kind of help make sure that everything's going to be lined up and done in a safe and healthy manner too. So.
We're working hand in hand with them. It's not just we talked to them once. We put a 4-page report together and procedure that they went through and approved everything. And we're going to have the availability of masks uptown if you want them. You're going to have hand sanitizing stations. We're getting rid of like the bleachers, so we don't have people sitting on top of each other. But still at the end of the day, everybody in town's got to help us out. If you're not feeling good or you think you might be sick, stay home.
Yeah.
And wait till you're better and to enjoy it.
Now, let me ask you this: with the change of not having bleachers this year for the entertainment at the stages, do people need to bring their own chairs that night, or
They can bring their own chairs. We're going to have some chairs
Okay.
for people that can't, that want to come uptown. They can't stand the whole time. We're going to have some chairs up there for people to sit in. They will be socially distanced.
Good.
That way, like I said, someone can take a load off and still be able to get around in a little bit if they want to. Or
Good. And that's good because, and again, and a lot of it comes down to, like you said, practical common sense. If you're not feeling good, stay home. Just be, if you want to wear a mask, if you have a mask, that's courtesy. If you want to, make sure you stay socially distanced and help out as much as you can. But overall, you guys are going to offer a great festival. What are some of the, obviously some of the entertainment that's coming up? Go ahead. We've highlighted a little bit of it, but we got Phil Vassar in concert Friday night, Parrots of the Caribbean Thursday night, which I'm looking forward to as a Jimmy Buffett fan. What else we got coming up?
the big change this year that we're trying to get out to people is that the Wednesday school parade,
Okay.
we changed the time on it.
Okay.
The biggest thing we heard out of kids was by the time we walked through a 1 o'clock parade, we get back to the high school, we put our instruments up, then we got to be back at the high school
Right.
for the evening parade. So
Right.
we moved it to 11 o'clock.
Okay, so the school
We tried
parade.
we tried to give those kids an extra 2 hours to be able to enjoy a little bit of the festival, to recover a little bit before they got to come back up that evening and do it all again.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that. I know they'll be thrilled about that. So, and a couple new sponsors this year as well. Adina stepping in for a
We do.
special day on Wednesday.
Yeah, 12 to 4. I mean, it made us feel really good
Yeah.
when they stepped in. I mean, at the end of the day, we put this festival on for everybody in the community, but we really want the festival to be kids to have a great time. And it's great because, we do a lot of stuff to help people in need. But this way, those kids that maybe couldn't afford that money to come up and ride, they have the opportunity now from 12 to 4 on Wednesday, no charge to come up and ride rides. So it's
Awesome.
going to
And
be
then-
a great day.
And then a couple new sponsors on the stages this
We
year as
do.
well. So.
Boicio stepped up. They're sponsoring our main stage. And then General Mills stepped up and they're sponsoring the second stage, which used to be the Call Auto Sale stage. But again, those are just 3 sponsors. It
many.
was not possible. Yes, it's not possible without all of our sponsors. I mean, we appreciate everything that everyone does. No donation goes without. Without thanking them. We appreciate it.
When you guys look in the programs and then when you can see any of our events, we always talk about our sponsors, and with time frame we can't do it here, but we want everybody to look at those because every sponsor is a big deal
Yes.
for us. So we couldn't do it without them.
Well, again, thank you guys for what you're putting on this weekend, and really beyond this. Thank you for guys what you do beyond, because Jaffe does so much with the food giveaways and the Jeeping events and all of the other community events that you do throughout the year to help people in the community. That's what a lot of people think, well, it's just a festival group. No, you guys are out there in the community year round making a difference in different ways, shapes, and forms. So thank you for that. Anything else you want to share about the festival we need to know?
A lot of good like you said, a lot of good things at the festival. It is our 80th festival.
Yep.
So, to be around 80 years is just impressive to sit back and think of it. The theme this year is going to be 80 years of Apple premieres. Our Grand Marshal is Randy Heath this year.
Yep.
We're just, like I said, lots of exciting things that we got going on. A lot of new people and booths uptown. Stop by, support local people that's uptown selling things.
Yep. Absolutely.
Today will be the last day by this evening for our $10 ride
Yes, that was the one
passes.
thing I was going to ask. Is it too late to get those ride
No,
passes?
you can get it
So-
tonight. Till tonight, come
Okay.
to the main stage, and I recommend everybody come get them.
Awesome.
$10 the day. If after today, when tomorrow starts, they're $25.
Yeah.
So this is a great money saver to come up and get, and come up to the stage, and we'll have them.
All right, well, appreciate you guys, and of course, we'll see you around all weekend. And I know there'll be different people stopping in all week here to talk about what's happening. So, but if they have any questions, stop at the stage or get a hold of anybody in a red shirt. Although I will have a red shirt on at some point in time. It's the band shirt. I always get stopped at least once, like, hey, can you help me with this? I'm like, well, I'll help you, but I'm not really a member yet, but I'll try to help out.
See, we need to make that change. You need to become a member.
My mom, I've thought about it several times. My wife has threatened me. She said, you're gone enough as it is right now. But eventually I do want to be a part of it. But thank you guys for what you're doing. We're looking forward to a great festival and appreciate everything you guys do here in the community. We'll talk to you soon.
All righty, thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. All right, that's our good friends from the Jaffe organization. Of course, the 80th annual Jackson Apple Festival getting underway on the streets of Jackson starting tomorrow. A few more things coming up right here on Mix 96 FM.
Hey, we get it. You don't want to be hearing a Progressive commercial right now, so let us tell you something you do want to hear. You are powerful. You're a warrior who bathes in your enemy's tears. Then you step out of that refreshing tear bath and into a bathrobe that somehow looks good on you. Yeah, you can pull off a robe. There. Don't you feel better? You'll also feel better when you save money for driving safely with Snapshot from Progressive. Savings you can use to buy more robes. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California, North Carolina, or from all agents.
3, 2, 1. Oh no. Which button am I?
When every second counts, you can't wing it.
Guys, a little help up here?
In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So make a family home fire escape plan. Then practice home fire.